So, did anyone catch what Fox News host Brian Kilmeade had to say about homeless people? If you didn't, let me play it for you so you can see for yourself.
Because you see the mental health crisis happening.
Yeah, exactly.
And it's not our job. We shouldn't have to live in fear. Put them in a mental institution, put them in a jail.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian.
Hi guys, my name is Esther Daniel and you are welcome back to the channel. Somebody wake me up because I thought I was watching a horror movie. Brian Kilmeade, famous for smiling and saying nasty stuff like it's a joke. Today, he looks straight into the camera and says we should give homeless people lethal injections. Yep, he really said, just kill 'em on live TV. No filter, no shame. America, we can't even fix bathrooms in public shelters. But sure, let's talk about the death option like it's a menu choice. Come through, common sense, we miss you. Let's see how people are reacting to this. But before we do that, please subscribe to the channel, like, and share the video to help the channel out.
So you remember when I made a video addressing this troglodytic, translucent, caucasoidal escapee from the Caucasus Mountain by the way of the people under the stairs and his mother and father or sister and brother, Brian Kilmeade. And when he was on the air on Fox and Friends and called for the death of those who happen to be homeless. Let me refresh your memory.
Billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian, why did it have to get to this point?
Right. I would say this. We're not voting for the right people. In North Carolina, wake up.
That's what he said. Involuntarily inject them, kill them all. And for those of you all who were asking me, did he say that live? What difference does it make? But to clarify, he was live at the time and nobody sitting on that couch said a word in protest. That was Friday and this is Monday. In Minnesota, someone opened fire on 2 different homeless camps, injuring 13 people, 5 of them critically. Yeah. And I don't hear anybody talking about gun violence right now in relation to this. And this is a direct result of Fox News host Brian Kilmeade's words to kill them all. Those of you all who follow me know that I work with those who happen to be homeless. We provide meals, we provide supplies, regardless if people say they're going to help and they really don't help, but that's a conversation for another day. But we also work to keep them safe. There was a time when we had to move people from one location because people that I will never forgive on this app, no matter how many kumbaya moments you all try to have with me, I will never forgive you for going after me by going after the homeless population that I administer to. And people like this will never be held accountable any other way except one. I said what I said. Y'all have the day you deserve.
Have we completely lost our minds? Like, is there any reason for this guy to still be on the air? A Fox News host, Brian Kilmeade, okay, a Fox News host, looked right in the camera and said that homeless people, unhoused people, and people facing mental disabilities should basically be euthanized. And not basically, he said injected and executed, put to sleep. And we're all freaking out about this incident that happened the other day, assassination with Charlie Kirk, and this guy just comes on, like, I think it was a day after, and said this. Today, Kilmeade apologized and said he shouldn't have said that they should, he said that he wrongly suggested that they should get lethal injections. Wrongly suggested? No, you didn't wrongly suggest it. You said it. You said that's what should happen to them. So What is this? The military, Pete Hegseth, they're saying that anyone in the military who said anything or laughed or cheered the, assassination of Charlie Kirk should be removed immediately from service, and anyone in government and companies should be fired. And okay. And what about Fox News hosts who say that homeless people and people suffering from mental illness should be given lethal injections? Yeah. I don't think I have to say anything else.
So, did anyone catch what Fox News host Brian Kilmeade had to say about homeless people? If you didn't, let me play it for you so you can see for yourself.
Because you see the mental health crisis happening.
exactly.
And it's not our job. We shouldn't have to live in fear. Put them in a mental institution, put them in a jail.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Yeah, Brian.
Did you hear that? He wants to involuntarily inject the mentally ill homeless people. And then he said, yeah, just kill them. Did he get fired from his job? No, he did not. The only thing Fox News had him do was apologize last Sunday morning for what he said. I have no words.
Recently, a Fox News host, Brian Kilmeade, decided to go on air and say that mentally ill homeless people should just be executed. He later apologized, calling it extremely callous, but honestly, it makes you stop and think about how society treats some of the most vulnerable people. And this isn't just talk. These are real consequences. Just this past weekend, a homeless man in Mississippi was found hanging from a tree. Police are investigating, but it's another example of how dangerous life can be for people who are already struggling. And then last night in Minneapolis, things got even worse. There were actually 2 shootings. The first was at a homeless encampment on private property, where 8 people were shot, 4 critical. Police say there was some kind of gunfire exchange, but they're still trying to figure out exactly what happened. And just a few hours later, another shooting happened nearby at a transit area, leaving 5 more, I believe I heard homeless people, I will check that, injured. No arrests have been made in either case yet. The city has been trying to clear these encampments for safety reasons, so people living there are already living in an uncomfortable, uncertain situation. It's a lot to process, and it really highlights how dangerous it is for people living on the streets. It also shows how society dehumanizes the most vulnerable and how quick people are to take someone's word without thinking about the real human consequences. These are actual human beings, not targets. We need better protection, better policies, and more awareness for people who are so often ignored.
So Fox News was having a conversation about mentally ill homeless people, and they were discussing solutions about what should be done with them. And Fox and Friends host Brian Kilmeade had this idea to say.
Homeless population, a lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice. Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something.
And I had to cut off like the last second or 2 of that video because Brian Kilmeade, the guy that actually said that they should be unalived. Which to me pretty much sounds like eugenics, if I'm correct. If I'm not correct, let me know. And I will say listening to this is very mentally draining and exhausting because I think being a creator on here that talks a lot about world events and issues can be very emotionally draining, which is why I'm actually going to go out for a walk. Actually, I'm going to go out for a jog. But I just wanted to come on here and show you guys that this is what's being said on Fox News. But drop a comment and let me know what you think about this, because what Brian Kilmeade said is absolutely wild.
So Brian Kilmeade made the statement, Brian Kilmeade of Fox News to be exact, made the statement that the homeless should be given lethal injection to kill them off, basically. Stating that they don't want to take the medicine, they don't want to take the resources. Dude, what fucking resources are helping anyone that's homeless? There are no real resources. There are no resources, bro. You have veterans, United States veterans, who were told that they were fighting for their fucking country, who has lost their legs, lost arms, lost everything that they owned, who came back home to shit, to nothing. And you're saying they deserve to be killed off. You have to be one of the most goofiest motherfuckers to get your goofy ass on this motherfucking newsstand in front of them two people who are even sitting next to you. You get what I'm saying? That's coon fucking behavior. That's coon behavior, bro. To make this statement. That's so fucking careless of you. To sit there and say, to just give them a lethal injection like you just want to kill some people off. Who the fuck are you? Like, the world is free, baby. The world is ours. The fact that we have allowed, society has allowed for a government to control, like, to govern is one thing. To govern someone's mental, like, you know what I'm saying? So many people are fucking domesticated to the point where their thoughts aren't even their own. Because his thoughts couldn't have been his own to make this statement. And he needs to be, like, this man needs to be taken off the fucking newsstands. Him, Jesse Waters, all these goofy ass motherfuckers that's out here, like, low key, like, y'all don't represent us. Candace Owens, y'all don't represent us at all. At all. Like, something has to be fucking done for goofy ass men and women like y'all. Like, really, really, really. Like, make this shit make sense, bro. Like, seriously, you have to make this shit make sense. Lethal injection to the homeless is crazy. They don't do anything to anyone. Like, real shit, bro. We have to talk about building community again. Building community. And all of the organizations that have ever tried to build community, start breakfast programs for the homeless, giving back to women and children, building up fucking schools and creating different, you know what I'm saying, hospitals and things like that, they were killed off or put in prison. Real reform doesn't involve killing people. Like, what the fuck is wrong with people? Like, bro, what?
At this point, y'all, people are not even hiding their evil intentions. They are letting it be known how they really feel about certain situations. This man right here was on live television when he said the most wildest shit. And it got the whole goddamn world looking at him like, you really said that on live TV? Y'all gotta understand that as the days keep going on, things are becoming more apparent that it's just getting dark and evil. Listen to what Brian Kilmeade said they should do to the homeless people.
They have given billions of dollars to mental health and the homeless population. A lot of them don't want to take the programs. A lot of them don't want to get the help that is necessary. You can't give them a choice.
Listen.
Either you take the resources that we're going to give you, or you decide that you're going to be locked up in jail. That's the way it has to be now.
Or involuntary lethal injection or something. Just kill them.
Out of all things you can say, this man said involuntary lethal injection. Kill him. Like, what? Y'all take a good look at this man's face. They're not trying to hide it no more. Y'all tell me what y'all notice. And also, let me know how y'all feel about this down below in the comments.
Listen up. This is why people are mad. Homelessness is messy. It's painful. But 99% of the time, it's people with no help, not people who deserve to be thrown away. Mental illness, job loss, bills, that's the recipe. Not a reason to pick lethal injection like it's a life hack. Now, think about who this targets. It's not the rich. It's not the people who can pay a lawyer. It's the folks with no voice. That's always how it goes. The people on TV make the rules, and the people on the street pay the price. And don't act surprised when he says sorry later. That fake apology, we've heard it. I was callous. I'm sorry. But you don't accidentally say you want to kill people on national TV. That's not a brain fart. That's what he really thinks. Also, the logic is trash. If you want fewer homeless people, you build homes, you fund mental health, you make jobs, you stop criminalizing being poor. The answer is never murder, never. Even in bad TV takes, that is the worst take. And let's be honest, networks reward this. Say something wild, get attention, get on more shows. The louder and crueler, the more clicks. Meanwhile, people who actually work with the homeless, charities, shelters, nurses, are doing the real hard work. Where are they in this debate? Not trending. Host with a mic, trending. That's the whole problem. If you think the solution to a social problem is murder, you don't deserve a microphone. You deserve a history lesson. Real leaders build, real people fix, real humans care. Brian, if you're listening, apologize to the families and the helpers. Then maybe use your platform for something useful, like raising money for shelters instead of calling for executions. Anyway, guys, these are just my opinion, and I would like to hear your thoughts in the comments. Don't forget to subscribe to the channel, like and share the video to help the channel out. See you in the next one. Bye.